Suddhananda divyaistavaihi Vedeshāṅgapadakramopaniṣadaihi Gāyanti yamsamagaha Dhyanavastitadadgatena manasa Pashyanti yam yoginaha Yasyantam navidussura suraganaha Yaya tasmai namaha. Avyaktadini bhutani Vyaktamadhyani bharata Avyaktanidhananyeva Tatra ka paridevana Asyaryavat pasyati kaschidenam Asyaryavat vadati tathaiva chanyaham Asyaryavat manyasrunoti Shrutvaapyenam veda na chaiva kaschit. Right. Madhava, I hope you again, spend some time in seeing this message. This is something so amazing, so beautiful, that tatra ka paridevana, what is there to grieve? Ka paridevana, natvam sochitum arhasi. Hey Arjuna, you cannot afford to grieve. Who can give this type of advice? And it's not a cheap advice, a pep talk, but something after sharing a great understanding about one's own self, where you can distinctly see for yourself there is absolutely no reason for grieving in life at any time, any place, any condition. Recognizing a problem is different. Recognizing a crisis is different. Recognizing comfort, discomfort, convenience, inconvenience, disease, health, maybe a drought or a spring, a tornado, gentle breeze. You recognize both the pairs. Certain times, certain conditions are favorable. Certain times, certain conditions are not favorable. But neither of the situation demand any type of misery on your part. Are you the happiness yourself at all times? So asking that question to yourself, do I really grieve in any time in my life? Find out for yourself. Even if there is one reason, for one little something you are grieving, you are miserable, your head is loaded, burdened, it's no good. You must see it very clearly for yourself. Absolute clarity in this wisdom. Suppose you say, oh, I am growing old. Well, that is what it should be. Do you grow younger or what? Huh? Body means body must grow old. That is something natural. Suppose you say, oh, there are so many thoughts, then what else should be there in your head? Whenever I close my eyes, there are many thoughts, then what else should be there? Dinosaurs, monkeys, cheetahs and animals? Thoughts. You can't complain, whenever I go into the highway, there are so many cars, then what else shall be there? Herd of animals? Which is natural. Please understand. It's like, other day, poor doctor is dead and gone now, in an accident, passed away, Mahadeva. When, some 20 years back, 25 years, 77, 78, 30 years back, He was just fresh graduate. I had come freshly to teach all these things. Very good friends we became. Then one day I was pulling his leg. I said, Doctor, he said, Swamiji, is there anything? I said, no problem except one or two. He was surprised. What is that one or two problem? What problems you have? I said, my problem is, I'm very hungry. But the moment I take my food, the hunger goes. And I am very, very sleepy. Then I fall asleep. And when I wake up, I don't feel sleepy. Then he said, really? Then it suddenly struck to him. Then he said, what is this? What are you talking? I said, that is what it is. What is that? Now, why are you laughing? Because how can a person complain, see, after food I don't feel any hungry. That is what is supposed to be. The other side of it is, I am very hungry. Why is it a crisis? When I am not taking food, I am hungry. So, face it. See, please understand, it's not impractical. If suppose you ignore your hunger, that is nonsense, garbage, shoot the advisor. Understand? It's not ignoring the hunger, but not to be worried about. Are you getting that point, please? To be religious means what? Usually ignore. Don't worry about it. What do you mean don't worry about it? I'm hungry. What is not worry about it? There is a disease. What do you mean not worry about it? You don't ignore it. Take care of it. But can you happily take care of it? And in order to happily take care of it, that is why the whole introduction that we saw, for why we come to Gita after so many texts, because only when you have understood it very clearly, then only it becomes meaningful. Or else you shall say, it's a nonsense, naturally. ABCD you don't know. And you are studying literature. How will you understand? This is all meaningless combinations. They are not meaningless words. You don't know it. You go into higher mathematics without know 1, 2, 3, 4. Your mind doesn't comprehend. That is why this basic understanding about one's own self. So once you see it, this is what every moment you should see. That there are thoughts is not a problem. That there is a disease is not a problem. That there can be a crisis, there is not a problem. That there can be a misunderstanding, there is no problem. Why? That possibility is there. Like a gardener in a king's garden. The story goes, he was trying to take care of the royal garden. And he was a top gardener. He succeeded in doing it. But he could not weed out one particular type of weed. Whatever he did, that weed persisted. The weeds being what they are, they just persist. Other things you go on watering, taking care, they won't even grow half an inch. But these stupid things, you don't do anything, they grow like a magic potion. God knows how. The weeds grow wild. So he didn't know what to do, how to remove it. Then he went to the last gardener who was more experienced than him. He went, he said, I don't know what to do with it. The gardener told him something to do. He did it. 1 month goes back. No, didn't work. Again asked him to do something. Didn't back? No, I don't know what to do. Then all right. Then the third time when he went back, he says, it's not working. Then the other gardener said, learn to live with it. Because you can't do anything about it. Make it a part of the garden where there are some weed. Yes. And your mind, please appreciate. Your mind is so vast, you don't have to weed out thoughts. Let the thoughts be there. Please understand. That there are thoughts is not a problem. That you are misusing the thought is a problem. Just like anything. In your house, there can be a gun, there can be a knife, there can be a flower, there can be gold, there can be diamond. Does it matter? Until you use or misuse. If you use it, no problem. You use the knife for cutting vegetable, no problem. You cut a throat. It's not the mistake of the knife. There is a gun for self-defense. You take it up, shoot somebody just to take a revenge, it becomes a crime. The existence of a gun is not a crime. Misusing it is crime, right? Then there is a food is not a problem. You are overeating and making a nuisance out of it is a problem. Food is not a problem. Understand? Unless you want the food to be a problem, like a drunkard fellow. Somebody told him not to drink. They asked him, can you give one reason why you should have an habitual drunkard? The habitual thirst. Habitual thirst, therefore habitual thirst. Now what can you talk to that fellow? Anyway, so that fellow wanted everybody wanted him to stop it. So what he did, he experimented on it. He put whiskey, little water, got drunk. Gin, drunk, water, drunk. Vodka, water, drunk. Anything he added with water, drunk. So he concluded, water is cause of drinking. So water is the cause of getting drunk, because with anything you add it, you still get drunk, you see. Now this is what? What shall you call it? This is stupidity. To see things as they are. Mind means thought shall be there. If there are no thoughts, something wrong with the mind. That there are thoughts is not a problem. That I am misusing the thought is a problem. Your money doesn't take you to pub. You take the money to the pub. Your car doesn't take you to a gambling den. You take the car to the gambling den. Every time it is your responsibility. That is why, please, do not complain. No, I don't want to use that stupid word, do not complain. No. To complain about thought is stupidity. That is why that language, Krishna, when he goes on telling, Ma suche, tatraga paridevana, asocyananno sochastvam, natvam sojitmarasi, you cannot afford to grieve. You need not be miserable. Do not ever suffer. Why? Because who you are is absolute happiness. And that is something. Ascharyavat pasyati kaschidenam. Ascharyavat badati tatheva chanyah. Ascharyavat chaina manya srunoti. Shrutvapi na vedana chaiva kaschid. Beautiful verse. Ascharyavat. It's a wonder. Beautiful verse. You shall see such lovely things here. Ascharyavat pasyati kaschidenam. Kaschid ascharyavat purusha enam atmanam pasyati. Somebody like somebody who is a wonder, an exceptional person who sees this reality. Three ways you can look at that. Kaschid ascharyavat purusha enam atmanam pasyati. Somebody who is really exceptional or some wonderful person sees this truth. So the person who sees this truth is a wonder. I'll explain it very nicely, please see that. Person who sees that reality is a wonder. Or this truth that you see is a wonder. Or seeing the truth is a wonder. All the three wonder. The truth itself is a wonder. Seeing the truth is a wonder. Seer is a wonder. Ascharyavat kaschidenam srunoti. Some wonderful person chooses to listen to this truth. The truth that you are listening to is a wonder. The listening itself is a wonder. Ascharyavat vadati tatheva chanya. The speaker is a wonder. What is spoken about is a wonder. The very act of speaking about the truth is another wonder. We shall see why out all these things. And the fourth one is the biggest one. Having heard not to get it is another wonder. Shrutvapi enam na vedaiti ascharyam. Even after listening to about this truth, which is about himself, the fellow doesn't get it, is another wonder. See, I have the mala in my neck. Before coming to this place, I was lying down on my bed. Let us say mala has gone like this. Then suddenly discover 3:56. Ayyo, 4 o'clock I have to go to class. 3:56. All right, my uniform should be there. I forgot the watch today. Simply joking. Okay? So I just, because it's too hot. Anyway, so I forgot the watch today. So like that also I was doing, ayyo, where is the mala? No mala, no mala. Where is that? Then I looking at the what? Under the pillow, not fallen. Table, not there. Bathroom, not there. Class is getting delayed. What to do? Then coming out, suppose. The moment I am coming it out, somebody who sees this, making it a little restless, suppose the person is looking after my room. What are you looking, Swamiji? Where did I leave my mala? Shall he smile or cry? He smiles. Why? It is myself. I am the owner of the mala. But I am searching for the mala. That is a wonder. And when the person says, Swamiji, you are already the owner, it's already on your neck, and still not be able to listen to it and get it, is another wonder. I must be deaf and stupid. Are you getting that point, please? Because you cannot be a mathematician. Everybody, 100 times I have told you, you can't be a mathematician. Everybody can't be a mathematician. Everybody can't be engineer. Everybody can't be a doctor, because it needs specialized brain. But everybody can be himself. Why? Because you are already yourself. But not knowing who you are, you have taken yourself to be what you have. That is the biggest wonder. Why this knowledge is easy, you know? You are being yourself. You are accepting something, you have accepted some identity about yourself. But what happens is, in that identity, there is a mistake. Instead of taking yourself to be who you are, you have taken yourself, everything that you have. You have a body. Please see the mistake. Who are you? Anytime somebody is asking you, who are you? You never say who you are. You always say what you have. Who are you? Ram. You have a name or you are a name? You have a name. Why are you telling me what you have? I tell you, who are you? Why are you giving me what you have? Do you ever answer, who are you? I have a dog. Do you say that? Do you ever say that? Who are you? I am a dog. Why? Because I have a dog, you know. But when you say I am rich, the dog is included. When you say you are rich, what does it mean? I am a dog, I am a car, I am a house. All these things put together riches, no? Do you have riches or you are rich? You have a body or you are the body? Just day before yesterday, there was a big festival. Now suddenly the transgender getting so much of publicity and publicity in India now. Transgender. They're neither man nor woman, like a sort of you don't know. There's a confusion about sex. So the men feel like they're women feel like they're men, It's a natural thing, You can't blame them for that. Transgender. Hundreds of them. Now there is a Miss Transgender. She looks so beautiful. He's a man dressed like a woman. I'm yet to understand what exactly it is all about, It's so difficult. In a sense, that person is there. Now, that itself shall prove you. When you say you are a person, do you have a gender, or you have a sexual difference, or you are the man or woman? You are the body. Because with the male body, you say, I'm a man. Sex change, I'm a female. So you are man or woman? Today you can see it clearly. 100 years, 50 years back, 20, 30, 50 years back, people don't believe. Even now people in the villages don't believe that a man can be a woman can become a man. Like many people still don't believe that you have gone to the people who have landed in moon. You have a body. You have a thought. So whenever you are asked, do you have a degree? You have a faith. You are not a faith. Around the world, how many faithful people are destroyed? Because they have taken the faith to be themselves. And so fanatic about it. Just like you have got secular fanaticism, you have got tremendous religious fanaticism. Religious fanatics are as dangerous as the secular fanatics. Fanatic means what? Taking yourself to be something which you are not, and you very sincerely, insistently adhere to it, hold on to it. That is why you become such a fanatic. All that you have, you taken yourself to be. Then what happens? Understand the crisis situation. Crisis situation is the moment whatever you have is touched, explosion takes place inside you. My house is me. Somebody touches your house, you are destroyed. Your car is me. The car is touched, you are destroyed. Body is me. Body is getting old, you are destroyed. Whatever is your security, the moment somebody touches it, you are destroyed. And nobody need to touch it. Time itself can snatch it away. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu dhruvam janma mrutasya cha tasmad apariharyarthe natvam sochidumarasi. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu. Anything that is born shall die. The class has begun, it shall come to an end. 1 hour before none of us were here, 1 hour after none of us will be there. Extension. The eldest amongst us here may be 8-year-old. 8 years before, none of us were here. 8 years after, if any one of you survive and come back, except you, none of us will be there. Jatasya dhruva mrityu. It has to go. A role disappears. So the situation, your problem comes because you take yourself to be not who you are, but what you have. Now this is why, what is easy? To be who you are or to identify to what you have? Because to identify to what you have to maintain that something what you have. Are you getting that point? You have to maintain a role. That maintenance becomes a problem. Maintaining the role becomes a problem. Maintaining a relationship becomes a problem. Maintaining a position becomes a problem. You are on the Forbes 500 list. First one. How long can you be there on the first? The moment you are on the top, everybody is pushing you, pushing you, pushing you. The top tennis star, the top runner. How many people have already the fastest man in the world because of the 100 meters dash? So many people jumping, jumping, jumping. Are you getting that point, please? Continuously. So you cannot be there at the top all the time. It is impossible. So what you have to desperately hold on. That is why the father is intolerant. Doesn't want to give up his right to the children. The son is intolerant. The husband is intolerant. The man, the moment you have little power, the moment you hold on to little position somewhere, immediately, what do? You don't want to. You are totally intolerant. You don't want to drop it. You don't want to get out of it. That is your crisis situation, because whatever you don't want, other people also are wanting it. So you are grieving because you are holding on. And why do you grieve? Because you hold on to something which you cannot ever hold on forever. And the moment it is taken away, you are grieving. But who you are is something which nobody can touch. Aham pratyaya gochara, the absolute, the consciousness, happiness that I am. Nobody can touch it. And this is something wonder. Why is it a wonder? Because I am the absolute. I am looking for the absolute. That is the wonder. I am the absolute looking for the absolute. I am the happiness looking for the happiness. I am the immortal looking for the immortal. That is the wonder. Please see. Mullah was one day running, he says, he is riding his horse and going. Somebody asked, Mullah, where are you going? I am looking for my donkey. He is riding the donkey and he is looking for his donkey. Now what do you do? But you are the donkey. See that these things nobody knows about it. One day it so happened, Mullah was becoming very rich. And he was always, crossing the border and coming back, crossing the border and coming back. So the person who was on the border, he always knew, this fellow is smuggling something. But what is he smuggling? He could not know. Day after day, Mullah will come, cross the border, come back, cross the border, come back, cross the border, come back. Years passed. They could not crack the mystery. Then when at last the officer has retired from the job. And was retired from the job, one day Mullah was somewhere in the pub or wherever, the restaurant, they met. Then he said, Mullah, now I am a retired personnel. I can't catch you legally. Can you tell me now at least what were you smuggling? He said, donkeys. You are looking at what is on the donkey. The obvious thing you miss. The role is more important than the individual. Are you getting that? What is more obvious? The person. The role is extraordinary. Comes and goes. Some are ordinary, some are extraordinary. Some are good, some are bad. That is why people desperately try to hold on to extraordinary roles. Why? Because themselves are empty. When you are happy with yourself, you are a happy president, happy beggar. Happy husband, happy wife. Happily married, happily alone. Because things will, somebody will die. Or maybe run away. Situations will change. Wealth will go. Youth will go. But nothing touches you, the absolute. When you see that, that becomes a wonder. So this, who you are, is the ultimate miracle, the wonder of the universe. You don't need to have greater miracle. That's nonsense. Then you go to a magic show. It's not God stuff. You mean to say God has got a factory over in the heavens to produce a Rolex watch? Huh? Rolex. Rolex means what? Somewhere it is coming. Why gold? Other day I met somebody who is a very powerful person. He has personal wealth, enormous personal wealth. Because he produces things. And there are so many people are sitting down there. And he was giving something vibhuti, he gave me also vibhuti. And he asked me, shall I, Swamiji, give it? I said, of course, how can I disrespect it? He said, please give it to me. And he gave it to me. When he gave it to me, I said, Swamiji, did you give it to me? He said, of course. Then who do you think gave it to you? No, I'm just asking, did you give it to me? He said, of course I gave it to you. All right, take it away, please. Just let it disappear right in front of my eyes. How you gave, I don't know. But I shall know when it goes away. Then I know, if you have given it, take it. You produced from nowhere, no? Yes, then take it nowhere. Let it disappear. If you can make it disappear, that will be a miracle. If you give, that's not a miracle. Giving can be transfer. So many people are sitting down. We are whispering to each other. I didn't want to raise my voice because why should I do anything? Let the people believe. Then he said, no, you come again. I shall give you something very special. What is that special you shall give me? I shall give you a beautiful statue. I said, all right. Vada. Vada means, what is Vada in English? Promise. Promise. I said, okay, promise. What is the promise? I said, okay, you give me one this big, emerald or diamond statue. Not bronze. I don't want bronze. Bronze statue you can produce in Tanjavur. You know? I want an emerald or bronze statue. And don't say, this Swami is very, very greedy. He wants only diamond statue. No, Swamiji, I will not take it. I will just have a look at it, I will give it to you and I will go back. Because my interest is to understand whether you can really create or transfer. There is a difference between creating and transferring. Creating, you create from nowhere. That is God. Transfer, magic. You never see creation, you only see transfer. The things that are existing are visible. Can you create? God creates, magician transfers. Understand? None of these things are miracles. The greatest miracle is ourselves. The creation, the sun shining, the moon shining, the whole universe, cosmos, macrocosmic universe existing. Imagine the meteor shower. Can anything be more wonderful than that? A solar eclipse, full solar eclipse, a tornado, cyclone, massive earthquake. You saw that other day. If you have seen this internet, they were showing in South Pacific, across the Tonga Islands, the volcanoes, underwater volcanoes, spewing this mud and the smoke for miles up. What a sight! Is there anything greater? Vibhuti? Huh? And the greatest miracle is ourselves. Why? Infinity playing the finite. Immortal playing the mortal. God playing the fool. Each individual is himself absolute. That is why Ascharyavat. So what you see is a wonder. What is that? Yourself is a wonder. That is the biggest wonder of this universe. Nothing else is a wonder. Please understand. I am the biggest wonder. The most exceptional existence. What I have also is a miracle. Body. Imagine this body. How fantastic this machine is. How beautiful this machine is. From the scratches, if you have to make it, it shall say, as the university studied so, $1 trillion. Even if an exaggeration, only $1 billion. You are running across with $1 billion machine. Video can take only audio, sound and the sight. This can record sound, sight, taste, touch, smell, mobile. Portable. Where? To moon and the star. Itself is a vehicle and runs every powerful vehicle. It runs just like a vehicle. What you see is extension of this body. Car is extension of this body. Wheels, extension of your leg. Every part of this vehicle, if you see, another person, like a computer. There is your brain working there. You are transferring, please, human body prototype. Everything in this universe. You cannot create anything new. You can only imitate. Man imitates nature. You cannot create. That we have successfully imitated, fantastic. Let us really pat ourselves. As in human beings, we have been successful in creating so many, not in creating, in organizing, arranging so many beautiful things. It's like grass was there, we created lawn. Trees were there, we created a botanical garden. Things are there, we are creating a metropolis, big city. Water was there, produced hydroelectricity. What all things you have done? Why? Brain. Whoa. The biggest miracle again. Can there be a greater miracle than a human mind? What you produce is nothing. The machine that helps in producing it, out of the universe. Physical body itself. What a miracle. That is why don't destroy your body by smoking, drinking, overeating. Don't do that. Your machine. You don't need advice for that. Do you want to really enjoy your life? Then don't destroy the machine. There was a king who was encouraging scholarship. Top scholars of the country will come and argue. Whoever wins over the argument, he gets the special privilege of having a dinner with the king. And there is a special drink on the occasion. So one person owned that argument, discussion. So he was invited to the royal dinner. And as usual, the traditional drink was offered to the scholar. The scholar very gently refused. No, Maharaj, you don't refuse the king. When king says, take, no, take. There is no question, you are not taking, you are saying no. So the king feels offended. He said, then other people come, how can you do that? Then the king also said, okay. What is the explanation? I mean, why? Why? Because you are such a great person. I respect your opinion. Why don't you drink? He said, Maharaj, why are you honoring me today? I don't come to the palace every day. Why are you honoring me today? You are the best brain of my country, my kingdom. Right? Then why do you want to spoil that best brain by giving it a drink? You understand? The mind that produces amazing things. What is the greater miracle than that? And how these thoughts happen? In your presence, you are conscious of every thought. Recognize that. Long before you are conscious of a thought, you are already conscious. This is the miraculous return home. As though you moved away from it, out into the external universe, perception, sense organs, body, thoughts, I thought, consciousness. Self-awareness, Ascharyam. Always there, but you don't see it. Just like, please see. Do you see this flower? Simple thing. Do you see this flower? Of course, yes. Do you remember your eyes when you see the flower? That is the Ascharyam. You understand the miracle? Do you listen to what I say? Yes. Do you remember your ear while listening to me? No. Miracle. Do you taste your food? Yes. Do you remember the tongue? No. Miracle. How would you feel the touch? Oh, so nice. Do you remember the skin? Sensation is good. Do you remember the skin? Oh, so nice smell. Do you remember your nose? What you experience is more exotic than that by which you are experiencing. As even true for sense organs, that by which you are conscious is very, very almost neglected. What you are conscious of has become more exotic than by that by which you are conscious. How long does it take to remember your eyes while seeing something? That long it takes to be conscious of yourself. When you are with a thought or a perception living in this world. Ashcharyavat. It's an ashcharya. It is myself. One who sees this is a wonder. Why? There are so many who don't see. Everybody is that. Understand? Everybody is that. But some people see, some people don't see. Even after being told, Shankara somewhere beautifully says, nobody has told you you are miserable. You are so miserable. Somebody, the Shastra, Guru, the tradition comes and says, you are the happiness, you are the absolute. You are not ready to listen to it. Nobody says you are mortal. Something like that. You accept your mortality, accept your limitations so happily, effortlessly. But somebody tells you that is wrong. So much you are taken it for granted that you don't sit down to discriminate. Ashcharya. So one who believes, maybe there is a possibility. I feel I am dying. Somebody says immortal. For that at least you should look for it. No. One who believes and starts the enquiry, another wonder. And seeing also is a wonder. Why? Here is a seeing without being the seer. Understand? Your eyes see. Can you see your eyes? Can you see your eyes? Mirror. Right? Mirror, you see your eyes or the reflection? Your right side is mirror's left side. Reflection you see. Anyway, you don't have to go to what I'm saying is just please. You can't see your eyes. It's your eyes. You can feel it is there. Same thing about yourself, the consciousness. How am I going to see the consciousness? You can be the consciousness. That is why where the seeing and being are one and the same. Because in seeing, three things are there. Object of perception, sight, object of sight, seeing and the seer, three things. In case of the seeing, being yourself, the seer is consciousness, seeing is consciousness, the sight. Okay. The seeing, okay, it is now working. Working? Yeah, that's thing. Anyway, please see that. The seer, seed, sign. Seer, seen, and seeing. Both are one, all the three are one and the same. There is no object of perception. That is why it makes it easier. Perceptions are difficult. That is why you have to spend thousands of rupees. You want to see Victoria Fall? Where is the object of your perception? Another continent. Thousands of rupees you spend, you go there. When you reach there, you have conjunctivitis. Your eyes are finished. You cannot go there. Come back. Headache. Imagine, that is why. If the truth is to dependent on your sense organs, what a headache it will be. I mean, one place, how many people can travel? It is not in one place, one time. It is at all places, all times. You are who you are at all times, all places, all conditions. Whether your body is in earth or in another planet or the star or the galaxy, you are the same. Whether childhood, youth or old age, you are the consciousness is same. Waking dream, deep sleep state, same thing. Whether you are here in your office, in a desert or mountains, you are the same. Absolute blissful. That is your nature. A thought you have, an identity you have, but who you are, always the same. Are you getting that point, please? Makes it so nice. Just think. Your body you carry effortlessly. How many dresses you carry? Just think. Just simple example. Is it difficult to carry your body or carry your dresses? Your body shall go through any dress, but the dresses you have to carry. Exactly same way. Your roles you have to remember. Yourself always there. Even if, are you getting that point, please? You cannot forget yourself. Thoughts you have to remember. Because if you don't remember your thoughts, you can't function. You want to be a mathematician? Remember mathematics. You want to be a musician? Remember music. You want to remember, you want to fly a plane? Remember how to handle the plane. You have to remember. But to be yourself, what should you remember? There is no remembering yourself because there is no forgetting yourself. Can you be unconscious? Come on, be unconscious. Come on, be unconscious. Come on, try. Be unconscious. When you are unconscious, you shall be unconsciously unconscious. You cannot be consciously unconscious. You can be consciously forgetting, pretending to forget. But you can't be unconscious. Are you getting that? You are always conscious. Anytime. That is why every moment is auspicious. Shivoham, Shivoham. Shivam, Sundaram. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Truth, absolute beauty, absolute truth. Always remain the same. Are you the only one? Everybody. Therefore you need not grieve for anybody. Need not grieve for yourself, need not grieve for anybody. But as I told you, don't take this statement, isolated statement. Oh, everybody says you need not grieve for anybody, grieve for yourself. No. Before that, already I have told you. Recognize the limitation of where it belongs. Body shall be hungry, take care of it. Not only your body, others' bodies. If poverty is a problem, take care of it. If riches is a problem, take care of it. Food is a problem, take care of it. Ultimately, you should enjoy everything. Being happy with yourself, enjoy your life, your living. Seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. So that at no time perception becomes a crisis. How does the perception become a crisis? I see it, I want it. Immediately you are transferred. I want it. What is this? Everything you see, you should have. Huh? Everything you hear, you should have. Everything you taste, you should have. Everything you touch, you should have. Unconsciously losing yourself. Why? We are looking for happiness. If you are looking for happiness, you shall be miserable for the rest of your life. If you are being the happiness and happily looking for things, it's a lovely travel through the existence. Happily looking for things, happy. I'm very happy, but where are you going? I'm going for a sightseeing. Are you getting that point? There is a difference between you are happy and happily going for something. I'm happy to go to Ceylon, and by going to Colombo, I shall be happy. What will happen? If by going to Colombo, I will be happy. If I can't go, miserable. That going means what? Anywhere. By going to America, I shall be happy. I'm happy to go to America. By going anywhere, I'm happy. I'm happy to go anywhere. If you are happy, if you go, fantastic. Do not go also, fantastic. But by going, I'll be happy. You have to pay a lot of price. By doing something, I shall be happy. I'm happy to do something. Happy to achieve. But by achieving, I shall be happy. If your happiness depends on achievement, reaching the goal, doing something, getting something, reaching somewhere, being known or being unknown, you have programmed yourself to be miserable because you cannot fulfill these conditions. That is why people get tired. The person who is totally unknown feels so neglected, he wants to be known by everybody. The person who is well known, he wants to disappear into the cave. VIP, the so-called VIP, whose every move is looked at. You can't even sneeze. If you want to go to toilet also, there will be two people going behind you. Where is he going? You stand on the place somewhere, you purchase something, 4 people are watching you. How do you like it? How do you like 4 people shadowing you all the time? You are VIP. With 4 gun fellows sitting around you. A child one day walking on the street with the grandfather, 4-year-old, curious cat, asking about everything. And then he saw one person is coming, so many police people. Then he said, Grandpa, Tata, Grandpa, what is this? Why so many? What is this? This fellow is a thief. So 5, 6 police people, they are catching. Who is a thief? He steals other things from other people. Therefore, these fellows are catching him and taking him to the jail. Oh, right. Then another day, he is going with the grandfather. Suddenly, everybody stops them on the way. And then, the governor's car is going. 1 police car, 2 police car, 3 police car, escorts going to 1, 2, 3. Then the governor is going, another car, police, another governor, another, then an army truck. Then he said, Papa Grace must be the biggest thief. Right or wrong? Such a fellow who is known by everybody. What does he want? Oh, how I crave for anonymity. And the person who is unknown to everybody, he thinks, oh, I want to be recognized everywhere. So that is why people wait to be, greeted. Wait to be greeted. Why? Important people, you see. Important people. Why? By chance you are greeted means you are recognized. So when you are recognized, your chest goes up. Ooh. Right? And you are not recognized. Ooh. Right? Silly, silly, silly. Do you recognize yourself? Do you value yourself? Self-confidence. The kings will bow down to you. You don't have to look for kings. You don't have to go to be recognized by people. You recognize yourself, the whole world will recognize you. Sarve esmai deva balima vahanti. Sarve devaha asmai purushaya balima vahanti. All gods carry oblation to the wise man. Why? Because when you are happy with yourself, the whole world as though serves you. The sun gives you light. The moon gives you light. The air blows for you. The fire burns for you. The water burns for you. The life is lived for you. Absolutely happy, contented with yourself. Sarvesmai deva balima vahanti. Where is that understanding and where is another? He didn't do namaskar to me. Yes. As for such a monkey, you need not worry. Just forget it. Forget it. Self-confidence, ascharyam. So the truth itself is a wonder. One who sees is a wonder. Why? Because there are so many people who are not willing to see. And the seeing is a wonder because without your eyes you see it. Kaschidhira pratyagatmanamaikshade avruta chakshu amrutattvamichanna. Some dhira, wise person, saw himself. Avruta chakshu amrutattvamichanna. Kaschidhira atmanam aikshata. Saw himself. How? Closing the eyes, Saw himself closing the eye. That's what being with yourself. Seeing is a wonder. Then, Ascharyavat badati tathaiva chan Ascharyavat pasyati kaschidenam Ascharyavat chinam anyasrunoti. Again, some Ascharyavat, whatever you hear is a wonder. Why? It is about yourself. You come to this knowledge and you thought, oh, I'm going to know about some truth. I'm going to know about some God. Then suddenly you discover the truth and God is all about yourself. I'm going to be happy in ashram. Then the happiness is yourself. Aiyah. You come to know about the truth, about the God, about the reality. But suddenly the teacher is telling what? You are the truth, you are the God, you are the absolute. Ascharyam. There is no truth other than you. When you say the word God, you are included. We have already seen all those things. When you see the happiness, that's your nature. You came to listen to the truth, absolute, God, but suddenly you are listening to all about yourself. And that listening is a wonder. Why? To know that to gain this truth, I must listen. Like in Upanishad comes, Atma vare drashtabhye. Yajnavalkya talks to his wives. Are Maitreyi, Gargi. Atma va drashtabhye. Atma, the self, I must be seen. Tasmat srotabhya, must be listened to. I say, you must see the cow. Yes. Listen. Huh? What type of instruction is that? You must see the cow. Therefore, listen. What? You must see the mountain. Therefore, listen. Huh? What should I say? You must see the mountain. Open your eyes. No. The scripture says, you must see yourself. Therefore, close your eyes, open your ears. Why? Shabda pramana. You understand why? So much work has already been done before you come to this. Shabda pramana. The words become the means of knowledge. You are standing on a place, is like me. With the mala on my neck, I am looking for the mala. So near, yet so far. Why far? Because I am looking for it. Why near? Near is not the word. It is me. I am the owner of the mala, looking to be the owner of the mala. The moment I search, I deny that I am the owner. If I don't search, I don't get it either. What to do? Search for it. See, hear, taste, touch, mala. Looking. I am experiencing it. All the 5 things are experienced. I am the owner of the mala. I am touching myself. I am listening to myself. I am talking, seeing myself. I have tasted myself, smelt myself. But still I don't know I am the owner of the mala. 5 senses are gone. By which I get the knowledge. Ignorance creates the distance. Knowledge will help me. How the knowledge will come? With a means of knowledge. Available 5 means of knowledge. Sense organs are now redundant. Sabda pramana. Words become the means of knowledge. Somebody points out, you are the owner already. Tattvamasi, you are that. These words reveal, just like your eyes. Your eyes reveal the flower, do not produce the flower. Your ears reveal the sound, don't produce the sound. Your tongue reveals the taste, doesn't produce the taste. Scriptures reveal the truth. Teacher reveals the truth, do not produce the truth. Lucky. Suppose the teacher produces the truth, tomorrow he is angry, withdraw. Give me my truth, I'm going. What a headache it will be. The scripture produces the truth. So scripture gone? Gone. Why can't you produce? Scripture gone. When the scripture gone makes no difference. Why the teacher knows? No, the teacher is a walking scripture. What a thing. The books are frozen words. The teacher walking scripture. Why? He sees it himself. Uses the word. Doesn't take the credit. I gave you the truth. That happens only in the neo-gurus now. This neo-religion, neo-traditions, neo-gurus, new tradition, the nonsense has started. That every fellow is a special one. I'm sitting on the mountain. I got it in Himalayas under a tree or inside a cave. Some nonsense somewhere. So everybody must go under a tree, under the cave, under the mountain. Huh? What is this? And that gains popularity. Ishvara, Ishvara, Ishvara. Everybody wants to be special one, you know. Everybody wants to be special one. Hey, when you see yourself, you are the most extraordinary one. Absolutely exceptional. But the beauty of it is, everybody is same. But you are not happy with everybody being same, right? That is the sickness of the world. Why is it not? If I am happy, you are also happiness. What is the problem? No, then what is my happiness? If you are also happy, I am also happy. Then I am unhappy. Ayyo. You understand the sickness in this world? Why can't everybody be happy? No, I am the only one happy. Oh, what I see, nobody else sees. I see. The truth that I have seen, nobody has seen. What type of truth is that? What type of truth is that? Which is special, but different from different people, from different things it is. Huh? It's the same. Yourself, the I. Absolute. Reveals the truth. So to understand the importance of listening, so when somebody is interested in knowing the truth, he decides to go to a teacher. Wonder. Why? Now he knows, not by myself, difficult. You cannot take it. Ultimately, you know it, somebody guides you. But by yourself, you cannot. Because you don't even know what immortality is. Even just forget Brahman, absolute truth, consciousness. See for yourself. You are looking at this flower. Of course you are seeing the flower. How do you know this is the hibiscus? How do you know? I had seen the picture, you know. All right. Did you see the picture of Brahman anywhere? That is why you cannot know. Somebody has to introduce you. You may see. You may see it. You are seeing the lotus. You are seeing the mango. Ask people in this place, they go there and they say, oh, Swamiji, you have so many mangoes. Yes, what is that? Mango. But did you see Alfonso? Alfonso. Did you see Imam Basan? Imam Basan. Did you see Malgova? No, it's a mangoes. It's like our Ganeshan. When I came here for the first time, there is one particular bird coming to, there are not many birds those days, but bird. Yellar pere kurubi. What is this? Kurubi. I said, I understand. What is kurubi? So then I asked one fellow in Tamil, English also. I said, what is kurubi bird? But he said, everybody's name is kurubi. There is a kingfisher, there is a nilakant, there is a parrot, there is no, kurubi. It's a mango. So how do you know that this is hibiscus? What is that you know by yourself? Please tell me. This justifiably people have the allergy to guru. That should be there. Because if you have an allergy, then you look for the right one. But you are a believer, you shall be cheated through. Keep your mind open. As I told you, in the Guru supermarket is more confusing than the bread supermarket. There's so many varieties. One fellow says, I'll hug you, I'll touch you, I'll kiss you, I'll do this to you. You get away from me, or I'll look at you and I'll put power into your head, transmit every nonsense. What? Then why Krishna was doing 17 chapters? Wasting his time. He should have put the conch somewhere on his body, touch up, bottom somewhere. Ooh, Brahman, ooh, Kundalini, go. Right? 18 chapters, wasting. Dance. Put on the music and dance. Right? Oh, you are free. Hypnotizing yourself. That is why you go back to that Jambori. Again and again. Right? Oh, 10,000 people sitting now, they can't be wrong. So, truth is determined by popular vote. Huh? So, 10,000 people cannot be wrong. So millions of people say earth is flat, must be flat. The fellow is taking earth is round is an idiot. True. Billions of people believe the sun is rising. So sun must be rising. Why? Because so many people are telling. One day people are carrying a dead body. And they are almost going to bury him, a fellow got up. So these fellows started running, ghost, ghost, bhoot, 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 ghost, 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 they started running ghost. But they don't know what to do. If the fellow get up, what to do? Then they went to Mullah. They asked him, Mullah, what should he do? The fellow was supposed to be dead and buried. Now he is getting up. What did the doctor say? The doctor says he's dead. Bury him. And really understand, friends? Literally absurd. Giving yourself to the authoritarian nonsense. This is what book says. So the book, some people will be thumping the book, book. Other fellow says, this is what the Guru says. What is the Guru says? This is hibiscus not because geography, what is the botany book says so. Because it is a flower with all its characteristics, you only named it. Because of the botany book, the flower doesn't exist. Because the flower exists, book talks about it. So book is not authority. Neither the botanist is authority. Right or wrong? In the existence of anything, anything is authority. The object itself. Because of the historian, world wars are not fought. Neither because of the book. Because they were fought, somebody recorded, historian, recording that record, history. So neither the book nor the person. Then how come in religion, books are authority and persons are authority? You understand that point, sir? How come? And not only that, incontrovertible authority, unquestioned authority. Ayyo. By chance you even talk about it, you talk generally, no problem. Name it, somebody will shoot you. No book is authority. You are the Brahman, the absolute, you are the happiness, not because I say so, not because teacher says so, not because scripture says so. Because you are it, the book talks about it. Why do I not know myself? Ignorance. How do I get the knowledge? Available 5 means of knowledge is not there. The 6th means of knowledge, Sabda Pramana. Like, you are the owner of the mala, looking to be owner of the mala. Standing in ashram, you are searching for ashram. Standing in front of me, you are asking, where is Swamiji? You are experiencing me continuously, but not knowing me. That is why everybody has the experience of the self, but people don't have the knowledge of it. Experience, everybody has. You are continuously experiencing the flower, but you don't know this is the flower. Tasmat srunoti. So when somebody chooses to listen and not to hold his nose, but open his ear, chooses to listen. And if the student is doing something funny or freaky, it is not the mistake of the student. The teacher is a freak. The teacher is the one misguiding. Because the person doesn't know. Please see that. To be myself, I must listen. Oh, what a relief. What shall I do? Nothing. Listen. I know your head will be hitting, but then why after listening I am not going to get it? Don't worry, the whole Gita will come on that only. With this, the whole thing ends. After this, your problem begins 16 chapters. If you are smart, 16 verses are enough. 16 verses too long. One is enough. Cannot, then even after listening, why can't I get it? Your biography is coming. 16 chapters will talk about it. Why that stupidity? Human ignorance so deep and pervasive. Everybody helps other to perpetuate the ignorance. That is why when you talk about knowledge, you appear ruthless. Because nothing is accepted. No thought, no object, no perception, nothing. By habit you shall say, then what? Stop that nonsense also. I can't question. Who are you? First ask yourself. Literally, if the teaching is proper, it will take the wind out of your cell. You shall be paralyzed. Brilliant. That is why brilliant intelligence. Who is the student, top student? Uhapoha vichakshana. Vidwan medhavi uhapoha vichakshana. Medhavi has the capacity to hold the whole book in his head. All the words you remember. And uhapoha vichakshana, as sharp as the razor's edge. Intellect as sharp as the razor's edge. You see 360 degrees. One time it can say there is no happiness in the object. At the same time you cannot condemn the object. Khandan, mandan. Dismiss, give it its own place. Every thought is useless. Every thought has a place. Every practice is useless. Every practice has a place. That is why you don't have to tell him, why are you dismissing? Wait. When you are dismissing, you are hearing. When you are giving its due place also, wait and hear. Like a fellow was asking, somebody was asked, when he was given his pay packet, $1 is less. So he went and complained to the, what is that fellow? Treasurer or whoever, cashier. He went to the cashier, said, how come $1 less? He said, last month when you got the salary, $1 more, you never told him, you never told me. He said, once in a while we can accept it, but twice the same mistake. The discrepancy once is okay, but anyway, Madhava. Brilliance. Uhapoha, 360 degree. Oh, you are dismissing everything. When I am adoring it, where are you? Every time I can do both. That is a complete study. Understand? So to listen, to be, I must listen. So Shrutva, then hearing itself is a wonder. Why? As even seeing, there are not seer, sight, seeing. Here is in hearing, what is heard, hearing, hearer. All the three, one and the same, yourself. The next, Ascharyavat vadati kathaiva chanya. As kasit Ascharyavat enam pashyati vadati. Some person who talks about it is a wonder. What is spoken about is a wonder. But very speech is a wonder. Why? What is spoken about is a wonder. Why is it? Because no words can describe it. Talking about silence. Please give a discourse on silence. Jokes apart. Please give a discourse on silence. And who is the one in this universe who cannot give a discourse on silence? And who shall be better than the other? Who shall be lesser than the other? What is the script? What is the book? What are the words? Understand? Who can speak about yourself? Whatever you speak is a name, and that's not the truth. Whatever you think is a thought of something. Who you are is not a name, not a thought. This anavadyam, inexplicable, which cannot be explained, cannot be expressed in terms, cannot be described in words, indescribable, inexplicable. It's a wonder. And the person who speaks about it is a wonder. Why? Knowing it cannot be described. He describes and successfully conveys. That is another wonder. A teacher is a wonder. Knowing well that it cannot be conveyed, still he speaks and he conveys. It takes away all that it is not. As I told you, it's like a sculpting. You see a stone, the sculptor sees a statue. He sees Krishna, you see statue, you see stone. So somebody asks you, what do you see in this? Stone. Your head is a stone, don't worry. The other fellow, what do you see? Different things. In that stone, what all possibilities are there? Come on. In that stone, what all possibilities are there? Infinity. You take out one particular possibility. You see Krishna, somebody sees a tiger, somebody sees a cheetah, somebody sees a lion, somebody sees a dancing girl, somebody sees a goddess. Yeah, you choose. You see something in that. And what do? You chisel it out. What do you do chiseling? Do you dig Krishna or remove all that the Krishna is not? What is sculpting? Sculpting is not sculpting Krishna out, but removing all that the Krishna is not. When you remove all that the Krishna is not, Krishna stands. Are you getting that point, please? The moment you remove all that the Krishna is not, take away the Krishna now. You seem to be lost in the, you see, the teacher sees the same stone of a man sitting in front of him. With a body, massive arrogance, ignorance, so many ideas about himself. Completely mixed up fellow sitting there. The teaching is a sculpting class. What are we doing? Removing all that you are not. Thought? No. Body? No. Sense organs? No. Mind? No. Perceptions? No. Anything that you say? No. Then what? That also is not. No question? No, that also is not. Then how? Singapore style. Then how? That also not. That's right. You are not, that is the beauty of this knowledge. You are not there given a chance even to know. In that knowledge you are wiped out. You can't even say, I know. Did we see Kenopanishad? Kenopanishad, did you do in the class? Not yet. Ayyo. How many things? So many. Okay. Understand. Last year class is there, now you can listen sometimes. You can just see. It's beautiful. Summer I took, it was fantastic in language, it is there. You can't say anything. Like a sculpting. Anything extra added to Krishna, chisel it. That's not. Too fat, stomach. Eyes are too small. Or this, you understand, this is what it is. Perfect. What all you are not. Neti neti nyayena. Not this, not this, not this. How the teaching? Neti neti. Not this, not this. Apavada. Not this. What is sound? What is silence? The sound of the peacock? Not this. Speech? Not this. Anything. So one who speaks is a wonder. Speaking also is a wonder. Why? Because speaking, you don't speak. You are, with all these words, you are trying to convey the silence. Maunam vyakhya pragatita param brahmatattvam yuvanam. Maunam vyakhya. Dakshinamurti. Maunam vyakhya. Silence is eloquence. Maunam vyakhya. Like a contradiction in terms. Silence, eloquence. Communication takes place. That is it, another wonder. And the last but not the least is Srutvapi enam vedana chaiva kaschit. Even after listening to this, it is about himself, it is he. Somebody not knowing is yet another wonder. Meaning, therefore he is not laughing at you. Meaning, you cannot miss it. To listen to yourself and not to know it, that's a wonder. Meaning, you know it. I tell you and you escape. Nothing doing. Another wonder. Because it's yourself. That is where comes the confidence. Confidence in the confidence of the teacher. He knows something about you, which you don't know. And happily the student gives in. Why? Because he talks something about me, which I don't know myself. I have taken out, I'm infinite, I'm limited, finite. Now he says I'm infinite, absolute. So happily you surrender. Because nothing, as I told you, nothing in this world you can know by yourself. Nothing. Earlier you recognize it, better. Please name one thing which you learned by yourself. Come on. Just break your brain. Try to really break your brain. And tell me one thing you learned all by yourself. One thing. Spoke a language, somebody taught you. I learned writing by myself. Who taught you the writing ingredient first? Language. A, E, A, B, C, D. Who taught? Did you create your language and did you create the alphabets and create the language? Why was a born mathematician? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who taught you? Born mathematician, the last life somebody has taught you. There is nothing. And if you are proud of your learning, how did you learn? With my mind. Did you create your mind and come? Oh, I am the top athlete. Did you create your body and come? Thank your genes, your father, your mother. Very strong. What is that? Today's world, we have forgotten it. Such arrogance everywhere, such arrogance. Respect the father, mother, as a matrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava, atiti devo, acharya devo bhava, atiti devo bhava. Respect your father as you respect your God, respect your mother as you respect your God, respect your teacher as you respect your God, respect your guest as you respect your God. Respect everybody. The sense of respect. When the person doesn't respect, think, when the person doesn't respect, when he feels disrespected. Are you getting that? Because you have no sense of respect. So you are easily punctured. When you are easily punctured and feel disrespected, so by disrespecting other person more, you feel respected. Are you getting that? When somebody hurts you, you hurt the other person more so that you feel comfortable. It's an absolutely sick way, but millions of people do that. You have hurt me, I'll destroy you. Not that I am going to get back what I want, but I am successfully destroying you. Yesterday I told you that story. Vishnu, When the sage goes and knocks him, kicks him, he doesn't, how can you kick me? No. Oh, I'm so hard. Your feet must have pained. Just think of it. That is why that knowledge, that understanding of yourself, so beautiful. And one who sees this must naiva sochitumarasi tatraka paridevana. There is nothing to grieve in life. You see yourself who you are, absolute happiness. Relative things, as I told you, judgments will be there. Summer will be there, winter will be there. Comfort, discomfort, you cannot escape. Disease, health, you cannot escape. Yes, consciously don't get into a disease. Try to be healthy. But in spite of that, you shall be diseased. Try to keep yourself young and strong. In spite of that, your body shall grow old. Try to maintain a good relationship. And the other person can misunderstand and destroy it. Get ready for that. But not to be miserable about it. Understand? It's not ignoring something. It's like people try to do in the meditation. Sitting down, looking at a wall, 10 days, no thought. Ignore, ignore, ignore. Then what happens? After some time you don't do it, okay, your mind is incapacitated to think. How long? Because you have withdrawn from everything. You don't see anything, hear anything, taste anything, touch anything, smell anything. Maybe there is a temporary forgetfulness, therefore you don't think about anything. After 10 days you get out of cross the gate, come to the downtown, go to the metropolis, see the cars, see the girls, see the boys, see everything. Back to square one. Oh, I thought I was totally under control. Yes, your imagination, don't worry. I'm a very honest person. I never committed theft. Why? Never got a chance. What type of honest person you are? Got every chance, did not commit theft. Somebody you are. I never feel tempted by anything. Why? I close myself in a cave. Tremendous achievement. I live with everything, yet untouched by anything. I live in water, never catch cold. Understand? That is life. Living with it, yet unaffected by it. That is why grieving goes away from your life. Tatra kaha paridevana. Fight. Arjuna, fight your battle. Anybody, whatever situation you are in. Live your life. Do your business. Relate to your friends. What am I supposed to? Be happy. What shall you do? Don't ask me. You do. Your life. You do. Shall I tell a funny joke? There is a dream. The dream, the girl is dreaming. The person is dreaming nicely. Then comes in the dream, that is one angel comes up. A handsome angel comes up. And then takes her away from the bed. Lifts her away. Then takes it away. Oh, because she is very romantic. She's looking for a prince for herself. So he's dreaming, somebody is going away, taking away, went round and took him all over the world, all of the stars and planets, brought back to a beautiful dream castle. And crosses, crosses that, breaks the window, goes through the window or the wall or the door or whatever. Then there's a huge bed and dumps her there. Now the girl is frightened. So what are you going to do? He says, I don't know. It's your dream. You tell me. Are you laughing? That is what it is. Life is your dream. What you should do? Don't ask me. You are the dreamer. It's your dream. If I prescribe you, you know what will happen. You are mortgaging your life and you are wasting your time. And sometimes, even if I tell the best also, you will not believe. Why? Because, What does he know about my life? True. You decide. Your dream. You decide what to do. Think for yourself. Close your eyes. But ultimately, as Krishna says, Prahasanyo Bharata, laugh your life out.